welcome to this edition of Grimm Tales, the podcast.
Yes. Happy to be back again with a goodie, in my opinion.
I want to punch myself in the dick.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, I like,
Because
and not even
punch me in the dick.
after I'm done punching myself in the dick.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I get it.
You're still going to get it. You're still going to get it. Like,
wasn't that bad? I thought it was actually a pretty okay film.
This, okay, give me it. I'll give you, this wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. But here's the thing. You definitely have. You absolutely have. But this is going on the list. I could have went my whole life without this movie.
Could you?
I could have. I don't see why this movie has to exist. Like,
the one thing that pissed me off about the movie the most was the fucking masks, dude. The masks. Like, they probably spent like $3 on those things.
I am happy about one thing about the masks, because I thought going into this movie, even when we heard about, because this movie's been in the works for ages.
It has.
Like, years. I remember hearing about this years ago, but they could never do it because of Disney at the time.
Disney owned the rights. They lost the rights. There was something about they
lost the books. Yeah, they lost the access to the books, and that's what this is based off of.
Yeah.
So seeing all the over the last like 2 years, seeing all the screenshots of this film coming up, I was like, oh man, those are some bad masks, right? And they still are, but
they were.
But at least they kind of moved.
They did.
Like, the mouth
was trying to eat.
Yeah. Like, the mouth moves and shit. So.
And we're talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
We're talking about a dumpster fire. That's what the fuck we're talking about.
No, not that bad. It's one of those dumpster fires that you can put out easily. It's not that bad.
I would say, out of all the movies that you've picked, it's not as bad as. And I can't pick Big Top Evil because I picked that for you.
Yes, so that's your fault.
And that was my fault.
Yes,
but you did pick Red Snow.
I did.
So it's not as bad as Red Snow, but it's nowhere near Terrifier.
Oh, no.
It's not even close to X. It's not even close to X.
No. I gave you that. It's not close to X. It's not definitely close to Terrifier. Not even X was close to Terrifier.
It's not even the same fucking league. It's not even the same stratosphere.
No.
Before I get into the rants, because I couldn't hold it in any longer. I've been holding this rant in like a fresh fucking dookie for the last hour.
I've been holding this turd since he watched it.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. So before I get into that. Everyone, this is season 2, Grimm Tales the podcast. This is the Grimm Tales franchise. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Season 2, we're at it, and tonight we're doing Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. For all those who are our listeners, make sure to check more out at nobulgi.com. That's NOBULLGI.com. You'll find everything you need to know about Noble and Noble affiliations like Synthpop Radio, VNG Dev, and Abomination Realm. You'll also be able to find every past episode of Grimm Tales the podcast, Grimm Tales shorts, everything Grimm Tales, because there's a lot of Grimm Tales stuff, including other shows that we've done and still do, like Attacking the Topic. So yeah, make sure, check it out. That's nobulgi.com, NOBULLGI.com. Get yourself some fucking Grimm Tales merch. It's there, guys. It's there.
Juicy shit there, too.
Juicy, just tasty as shit, okay? It's like your mom's ass.
I never get why people say that, because shit is not tasty, but yeah.
No.
Moving on.
It is what it is. But yeah, fucking Winnie
Blood
the Pooh.
And Honey.
You know what my beef is here?
What's that?
Some British asshole.
Well, how dare you, Mike?
That's not British. That's racist. Oh, you're getting canceled now. Some British asshole said, you know what? I want to make a slasher titty flick, but I need, but I want to make it stand out a little bit. So you know what? Let's make it Winnie the Pooh theme. You know, the first 15 minutes in the movie could have been the movie.
Well, that's my gripe. Okay, so the movie begins with the story of how Winnie the Pooh, whatever the old Piglet, Ogie or Ogre, whatever his fucking name is, how they became the killers, basically. Such a cheesy, such a fucking stupid reason to become killers. Christopher Robin.
Christopher
right?
Robin, yeah.
Yeah. Leaves to college.
He has to go to college, and they basically. Here's the thing about that story, okay? This is not this story.
Emotional disconnection problem.
No, but here's the thing. It's not a new story. That story has been talked about for years. What if Christopher Robin leaves them? What would happen to Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Piglet and all that shit, right? My fucking gripe, right? Why? Okay, they kill off Eeyore.
They do.
One of my favorite characters, right? Like,
yeah.
Why the fuck did they kill off Eeyore? And then on top of that, where the fuck was Tigger?
Tigger was throughout. He wasn't throughout the entire movie.
No, they didn't have Tigger at all. It was just fucking Pooh and Piglet.
And Piglet, which I was mad at one thing. Winnie the Pooh was the main character, the main antagonizer. Yeah. Yet fucking Piglet's mask, makeup, and everything looked better.
I'm not gonna say it.
It did.
No, I was gonna say what what Pooh looked like, but I won't go that far.
You want you cancel too quick?
Not yet. I'd like to get. I would like to get to a few. I would like to get to like Joe Rogan status where they can't cancel me. You know.
Yeah, because after that point, we'll have so much money to fucking fall back on. It won't even matter.
Exactly. So. Then we're like, cancel me, bitch. But no, I just like the first 15 minutes. I'm gonna tell you my biggest gripe with this film. My absolute biggest gripe is the pacing.
It was to me the pace was perfect. I thought that the pace.
I didn't care about nobody. Not a single character in this movie I gave a shit about. It went from one kill to the next kill to the next kill, and it was like, who cares? I don't even know these characters. Who the fuck cares?
No, I will agree. There was absolutely zero character development. Okay, there were two girls who were lesbians, and maybe they had a little bit of character development. We got a little background. You know, they were mild, whatever.
Very mild.
That was absolutely it. There was no character development. And basically,
the one titty shot we get in this whole movie made no sense to me.
One, and then he bashes her fucking face into
whatever that wood chipper or whatever it was.
He puts it to the meat grinder. It was a meat grinder.
It was a meat grinder. Okay, whatever it was. Yeah. It's like, why did her titties pop out?
I have no fucking idea.
He grabbed her by the shoulder and all of it. Like I blinked for 1 second. He grabbed her. I blinked, and all of a sudden, the second that I looked, she had no shirt on. Like, how the fuck how did the shirt come off? Like,
and they spent no time displaying the titties or nothing. It was just during the kill, real quick, a side boob shot, and she went into the machine.
No, there was front tit. There was front tit there. No, I seen it there. Yeah. Okay. But because I was so angrily focused, like, this is the first time I looked at it. I'm like, why are they there?
Right.
I should have been happy to see them, but I wasn't. I was like, did you just throw them in there? Did she take her shirt off before? So it's like oh God, I'm about to die. Let me take my shirt off. Like,
oh, please look at my titties. Maybe she thought that would save her. Maybe she thought, if Winnie takes a look at my boobs.
Nothing about this movie. There's nothing about this movie that made any fucking sense.
No, I will agree with you that the movie was thrown together. The talent was terrible.
Talent was horrible.
Was terrible. It was a horrible cast. Okay, yeah, and basically it was just standard movie. They ran around the woods a little bit within the house primarily, and all got knocked off.
This was a generic horror slasher film.
Yeah,
but they were like, you know what would be cool? Let's make it loosely about Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, very loosely too, because like we said, the beginning told the story. Christopher Robin wasn't even in the entire movie.
No, he had beginning, middle, and end.
And the end. That's it. And we don't even know what happened to him because at the end he kills the girl. Because he
got away.
And he got away. So we don't even know. Maybe there's a 2 coming.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I will protest. I will protest the sequel to this movie. like protest the shit out of that fucking movie. I will. What you know? What
I don't know.
you know? What I'll go. You know, I'm about to do it. I'm about to say it.
Yeah.
I will
Say
watch the new Scream before I watch the sequel to this.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Scream was garbage compared to this.
Sure, I agree. No, I agree. Scream is garbage. But this movie, I haven't. This is the first movie so far. We've talked about this. I did have this happen. This happened to me with Red Snow last season, and it's happened to me again. I actually forced myself to watch this movie.
Did you?
Sure.
I was.
I didn't want to watch it.
Movie. I thought the movie was engaging. See,
I don't know how you were engaged. This movie's. Oh man, I was so mad.
Me and you love horror movies, but there's one thing that I love that I don't think you do as much. I love these BC movies. You know what I'm saying? These movies that they don't spend a lot of money on.
I don't even know if this is. No, but here's the thing. Terrifier was in every facet a B movie.
A B movie, yes.
Low budget. I mean, it had a worse budget. What did that? I think it was like $30,000 the first film or some shit.
Yeah, it was very little.
Yeah, very little budget. And that movie ballparked out of the ballpark compared to this film, and had $70,000 less than this film, and it still was a better movie all around.
It was. That's why we always say that. Actually, it's not about how much you spend; it's how good you do.
You don't have to have a large budget to make a good story. For one, which this movie did not have. Well, it had potential to be at the very least, it had potential to be a fun movie, right? I don't even think it was fun.
No, I wish it would have wrapped it more around the whole, Winnie the Pooh story. Sure. I don't know, but they kind of. That was the base. Then the kids running around the woods was like
just generic fucking horror movie. That's it. Yeah. They were like, there was nothing unique about this movie.
No. They could have easily just came out with a different character. I think the selling appeal to this movie was definitely the Winnie the Pooh idea.
But that's what it is. That's all it was. They were like, well, we know our movie would never get this would have been an easy bargain bin movie. If it wasn't for the fact that they sold it as a Winnie the Pooh movie.
Which, in my opinion, it really wasn't. It was just...
No,
the beginning story, and then Winnie the Pooh chasing people around.
You know what would have actually made this movie better to me?
A little sex, maybe?
You know what? It might have actually made the movie a little better. But okay, the Winnie the Pooh, in this adaptation of this film, Winnie the Pooh and all of them are basically like genetic freaks. They were human / animals, right? Okay, fair enough.
Just kill for no reason, simply just to kill.
They kill because Christopher Robin abandoned them. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's the backstory. Yeah,
abandonment. Yeah, abandonment issues. That's all that was.
Yeah, he did. That's all they were. Yeah, a bunch of kids with abandonment issues.
Yeah. But now here's the thing. If they would have actually made bodysuits and made them more freakish, except all they were people in overalls.
Yes, a big
with
guy
a head mask. That's it.
Winnie the Pooh was just a big guy, muscular guy in a mask.
In a mask.
So
that's it. Yeah. That's all it was.
Like a hillbilly wearing a mask.
He didn't feel like Winnie the Pooh. Piglet didn't feel like Piglet. Just felt like a guy in a pig mask.
Yeah,
and it's like it didn't feel like they didn't give a shit about the characters.
No, I'm wondering where the fuck that money went into, because I mean, maybe making the masks.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This film goes up there with Paranormal Activity.
It has the same idea.
They spend so little and make so much money, because it made $5 million.
Yeah, 5.2 to be exact, and they only spent
100,000.
That's like winning the lottery. That's what the fuck they did.
$5.1 million, basically.
Yeah,
that's make back, right? Like that's cash. That's cash money.
That's like scratching off a $2 ticket and winning $1 million. You made everything back.
You know what the issue here is? This movie is false advertisement. This is the most egregious fuck, because this, if without Winnie the Pooh behind this film, this would have been the most basic bitch horror slasher movie you would ever watch.
This movie would have been on those two fucking
Shudder.
streaming services.
Would have been on Shudder
and,
or Screenbox instantly.
Yeah,
straight. And that's not saying anything bad about them, but I'm saying directly to.
Yeah, no theater time, nothing.
The only reason
I don't think it even got theater time here.
No, it did. It didn't get here. No, that was in Europe.
In Europe, Canada, and a couple countries I read, but no American theater. I think it was straight to DVD here and streaming.
Straight to streaming. And then obviously rentals and whatnot. It's
not even streaming yet. But.
If it wasn't for the Winnie the Pooh sales pitch, this would have never. No one in their right mind would have went to see this in the theaters. I know I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gone into it even with the Winnie the Pooh shit. But
I don't because I knew it was going to be a very heavy B movie. I don't spend money in theaters unless it's something big and exciting. But I was still excited about this movie in its B form. I was still looking forward to it. I didn't get what I wanted, but I wasn't disappointed. I truly wasn't.
Dude, I got hold on. I got notes. I call them my bitch sheet. Hold on. Let's see. Because there's quite a few things that made me angry about this. I thought at the very beginning, when the very start of the film, the first 15 minutes of the film, I was like, okay, if this is what I think it is, if this is going to be like, them chasing him around all movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I would have gotten behind that.
Yeah.
But they literally ended that within the first 15 minutes when they captured him.
I thought that he was killed. In the movie, it looked like he killed Christopher, whatever. What's his name? Whatever his name is.
Christopher Robin.
I thought. Christopher Robin, yeah. I didn't even think, and then they showed him in the middle, tied up and getting whooped with a fucking...
the first chick that when Christopher Robin...
His girlfriend. Christopher Robin's girlfriend,
the fastest, I'm going to tell you right now, the absolute fastest and most senseless horror movie kill I've ever... I think even in Scream, when the chick died in Scream, at least they were on the phone for about a good 10 minutes before she died, right? Yeah, this was like the first 3 minutes, and then she's getting choked out by a chain. Yeah. And it's like, I don't care. Who is she?
Yeah.
None of the characters, not even Christopher Robin. The only reason why I knew anything about Christopher Robin was because I knew about Winnie the Pooh. Every other character in this fucking film, I didn't care about none of their... I wasn't rooting for anybody because they didn't develop anybody. It was one kill after the other.
So you had no emotion for these characters. None whatsoever. Oh, and let me tell you, when Christopher Robbins was being whooped by that fucking metal chain that he was whipping and ripping his back up with, that was the stupidest pain cry that I've ever... There was no emotion behind that acting.
No, there was that. There was the time where Pooh jumps on the truck when they're trying to get away, and she's beating on the glass like it's gonna... Like she's trying to shoo him off like a fly.
Yeah, like some silly-ass acting. It was...
No. I can tell you right now, the absolute thing that pissed me off the most about this movie.
What's that?
And this was towards the end.
Okay.
When they were when Pooh is on the when he climbed up on the roof and they were trying to get away and he's on the roof trying to get him.
Yeah.
She slams on the brakes, he flies off, right? Yeah. But then it goes to a black screen like they got into an accident, which they didn't.
Yeah. They did not.
She just hit the brakes and he flew off, and then it comes back and her head's bashed up against the fucking the steering wheel like they got into an accident. That doesn't happen. You hit the brakes. You don't hit the brakes and go, oh shit, smash. That's not how that works.
Yeah, stupid as fuck. And
and she's got like a concussion. She's all fucked up. You notice like her head's all bloody and shit. Like she like they got into a car, but the truck is completely fine. I was like, I hate this movie. Right then and there, I absolutely hated everything about that movie. Right there.
No effort whatsoever.
None.
It was just thrown together.
It was just so thrown together. Pissed me off so bad.
The four fucking British goons, I call them, that came out thinking they were going to be badasses and got the fuck.
Dude, why did they take turns? Okay, they punt. Okay, for one, he hit him in the face with the crowbar, right? And
Yeah,
then he
nothing
sat there
happened.
for a few seconds going, "Oh, I see you're tough." No, motherfucker, you just keep bashing him with the fucking crowbar.
Yeah, dude, there is no time for
They were
for
taking turns.
dialogue. It's like,
Dude,
yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
one guy would hit him with the crowbar, and then the other guy would hit him with the. But they were taking turns on beating him. Like,
all
what
at
the
once,
fuck?
all at once.
And
Get
then,
the
better
fuck in
yet,
there.
when Pooh finally gets to the point of murdering them, he murders them one by one, and his friends just sit there going, "Oh my god, what?"
I'm just
like-
going to wait for my turn.
Yeah, like,
I'm not going to run or nothing. I'm going to just stand here and watch my friend get killed so that I can have a turn.
dude, right there
That's
and
what
then,
they were.
I wanted to turn this movie off. And then here we are, Christopher Robin comes out of nowhere, trying to be the hero, right? And you think, oh, Christopher Robin's going to save the day.
Yep.
Right? He gets out. He gets the girl. Pooh's laying there. Pooh pushes the cars off. Right?
Yeah, like
Chases
nothing,
him
just
down. Still kills the girl. And
Yep.
Christopher Robin runs off like a little bitch. So what
Like a
was the
little bitch.
whole point of him doing what he did? Because it didn't solve
Nothing.
anything.
Nothing. He just ran back into the woods and probably is still in
You know what the director
no.
of this movie?
Listen.
The director of this movie is not a good director. You know what he did?
yeah.
He watched a whole bunch of titty slasher flicks, right? And said, "Yo, I wanna cut and paste everything that I see in those movies, but I just want to put Winnie the Pooh in it."
Yeah, that's it.
That's
and
it.
only show one titty scene. That's
Only
it.
one titty, right? It wasn't even a
Yeah,
good.
one titty
It wasn't
scene.
even a justified titty slasher film because it only had one titty, and that that in itself didn't even make sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
because why did they fall out? Like, for no reason.
Nothing in this movie. I think that the story, nothing. There's nothing in this movie made sense, and the fact that it was an hour and a half long blows my mind. Because how the fuck was this movie so rushed, and it was still an hour and a half long? Like, did you have more planned? Were you trying to go the Braveheart route with this film? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, they and I'm not and trust me, I don't like long-winded dialogues and everything, but there wasn't even anything to
There was
develop
nothing.
characters. It was all chasing, killing, and a little bit of good story in the beginning.
Very
That's- and all
little.
the
It was a good introduction to a. Well, I would say okay introduction. And within the first like I said, if they would have stuck with the first 15 minutes, if it was like, oh, Christopher Robin comes back to see his old friends, and then he realizes they're not his friends anymore, and they spend the whole movie chasing him down to try to get revenge, and then maybe Christopher Robbins turns the tides and kills them all, but maybe at the very end, you see Pooh get up, and boom, you got yourself a sequel, right?
Yeah.
Very generic, but that would have been a better movie than what the fuck we got.
Yeah.
I'm going to start directing fucking movies now. I'm tired of this shit.
And triple your money.
I'm so tired of this shit, dude. Because this is not the first time we've sat here and gave a better pitch than the movie actually was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and let me talk about the kills, man. They were so generic. I
There was
enjoyed
only
everything.
one-
I enjoyed the kills, but they were when she runs over her head.
Yeah.
When they run over her head. That was like the most gruesome.
That was like the
part.
best one. That was like
Yeah,
the best
that was
one. It
that's
wasn't
it.
good. It wasn't great, but it was the best one out of this film. The worst. I can tell you right now, the worst one. The worst one was when she got murdered with the sledgehammer in the pool.
Oh, that but
Like, that was so stupid.
Still better. That was still better than the girl at the end when she gets the knife in the mouth and then through the wood.
Oh, I
She's
hated
just
that.
hanging there.
And they didn't
That's
even
been
show
done
that.
So many. No,
They did
And
it
it's
from
been
like
done
an
so
angle.
many
Like they
times.
could have literally it looked like they were just doing it from an angle and it was doing it beside her. It didn't even look like it was really going in her mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
and you know how many fucking horror movies I've seen that in? That's my big
Well,
pet
no,
peeve
but here's
right
the
now,
thing.
when
that whole run over the head thing, that was done in X.
Yeah, it's been done so many times,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't. We need more inventive kills, producers. Come on,
The guy
Horror movies are becoming
Piglet
so-
Piglet. Okay, for one, why did she think it was a good idea to start running for? Okay, she called him because she didn't want her friend to get killed, right? So he starts trying to catch her with the chain, right? He walks away. She walks back towards him, and then he gets in the pool, and then she starts back. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah, like,
already
silly.
at the other end of the pool. You could have gotten out.
Right. They're like silly little things that don't make sense, but they're still put in a movie. Like,
The
why?
only thing that I didn't see in this fucking movie, and you know what, it probably would have made the comical, is some white chick didn't trip.
Yeah, that was needed. That was missing.
Like, son of a bitch, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There was potential, like I said, for this film. The film had potential to be entertaining.
It did.
But
It did.
it just did not, it didn't deliver.
No, you know why I think I'm less critical about it is because I went into it and got exactly what I was expecting to get, besides extra titty.
Here's the
So I
fucked
was
up
kind of
part.
expecting what I got.
I was actually expecting a bad movie, right? I was expecting it to be a fairly generic fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
But the film did worse than my expectations, which were already low.
Did it?
Yeah, my expectations were already low. And the fact, here's the thing, I don't know if this film's box office did well because people were tricked into seeing this movie, or if people actually enjoyed this fucking movie. If you paid a $20 fucking movie ticket to see this movie and you came out of it going, oh, that was a really good movie. What?
Yeah. I think if I went in there with high expectations, I would have been there with.
I think I enjoyed Jeepers Creepers more than this movie. And
Jeepers Creepers was better.
I don't even like Jeepers Creepers.
I love me some Jeepers Creepers.
The first one was okay.
Mm-hmm.
They should have stopped after that.
No, I want more.
They already did 3.
That was 4 or 5. Come on.
No, please, no. Jesus Christ. I can't do it anymore. Like the first Jeepers Creepers made sense, and that was that was during a time when they were making a lot of cheesy movies like My Bloody Valentine and fucking the Bloody Miner and all that. No, it was like all these stupid fucking generic slasher films were all coming out at the same time, and they were all trying to capitalize off of the same idea. There was the Renaissance of horror, and then there was the bad time of horror, and the 2000s. The early 2000s to mid 2000s were a really bad time for horror movies.
A lot of cheesy greatness came out around that time.
A lot of dick hurt movies came out at that time, like
cheesy greatness.
My Bloody Valentine, like son of a bitch. Don't get me started on that shit.
What was it? Or Black Santa? That was, which is weird now. Yeah, I don't think they could make a movie like that now. But Black Santa was the evil Santa. You know,
there's so many evil Santas, and
yep.
It's just like sort of this. I don't know. This feels okay. This movie has been in the works for a long time, right? I understand that there was a lot of controversy behind it. This movie might have been entertaining when it was supposed to release.
I wonder.
Years ago.
It's been in the works for like 5 years. Yeah. I've heard about. Yeah.
Maybe you know what? Maybe if this movie would have came out in like 2010, maybe I would have been mildly entertained by it. But it is like 13, 14 years way too late for this film. Hold on. I'll go get my notes. Let me get my bitch sheet for this one. Oh my God. Hold on. What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, we don't want to drop that. Okay. This movie's got me flustered. What do we got here? I already said the pacing of this film was garbage. Like, no horror movie should go from one kill after the other kill after the other kill. You should let it absorb.
There's no break.
Yeah. Like when a kill happens, you're supposed to go, oh, wow, it was a really cool kill scene. You're supposed to wait and build up for the next kill scene.
Well, I was going to say, you're supposed to feel bad for these characters, but we don't develop the characters. What are we supposed to feel bad for?
I didn't feel bad for shit. I didn't even go at it and go, oh, at least that was a cool kill scene. I didn't even get that. I didn't even like repetitive. Like there was no point to it. Like, okay, for one, okay, gets the chick in the hot tub. Okay, he chloroformed her. What fucking monster bear chloroforms anybody?
I was going to say that. I was going to say, so these bears are not. I mean, they're intelligent. Like, come on, what bear knows to chloroform somebody?
So he chloroforms the fucking girl. Then he ties her up on the floor. Then proceeds to bitch slap her back to sleep.
Yeah.
For what? Because he watched her eat. Because he was watching him eat honey.
Yep. He got offended.
And how? All right. When he mauled the girl, she just passed out. But then when he started mauling everybody at the end, he was ripping arms off and slicing throats with his hands.
Yep.
which he doesn't have claws. He has regular people hands.
He did. Like they
If he
were
actually,
yellow.
if he had bare hands, I would have got that right. If he had bare claws, but he didn't. He had just regular person hands. So how was
they
he
just-
swiping at people and ripping their like what?
No way. They just did it and hoped that we forgot that he had human hands.
A 12-year-old made this film. Like sure, like they were like, oh, that sounds good. Like no thought was put into any of this shit. None.
You know what it feels like? It feels like they spent 5 years to make it, but then rushed it to production. Like you would think that if they had all this time, it would have been so well done and so ironed out. But it felt rushed. It felt like if here's $100,000, I want a movie in 10 days. Get it to me. That's how it felt like.
Here we go. The encounter in the gas station.
Oh yeah.
What? Why?
What was the point of that suspense? They
Like-
did nothing to her.
That's in other horror movies, right? You go to the
Yeah.
creepy gas station, you find out later in the film that the people at the gas station were involved, right?
Yeah.
That's how
Not the
most
case
of the
here.
No. They had the creepy gas station, they had the creepy guy working in the gas station. She on her way out, she bumps into some people that are completely unrelated because you never see them again.
No, you don't.
Why? Why
that
were they there?
That scene could have been cut out, and it would have made no difference because it didn't add to the movie whatsoever.
Like,
It
oh,
was a
I'm
waste
sorry, I
scene.
bumped on you, like I bumped into you on the way out
Yeah,
for no reason. Like,
just for him to say that we don't have gas, you got to go 2 miles down the street. That wasn't
but
needed.
why did you bump into the people on the way out? Because they weren't even in the film after that.
No, there was no reason to do that.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I just, that whole gas station scene, like, when I seen it, I was like, here we go. Classic gas
dude.
station, right? All right, we're
we're
going to
gonna
find
get the end
out.
of the movie,
Maybe
we're
they're
gonna
the
find
ones,
out.
maybe the guy at the gas station's the one that's been feeding Winnie, that's been feeding Pooh and Tigger this whole time, right? Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
A new master, something,
Yeah.
nothing.
Nope. No, maybe he's been the person sending all these innocent victims out there to go get killed by Pooh. Classic.
Maybe.
stuff. No,
Nope. Never saw those three again.
No, didn't. Did nothing. Again, I have notes here about the tits that they serve no purpose, and then he grabs her, and then all of a sudden she has no shirt on. Like he didn't
Even
rip
done
the shirt off.
sexy. They weren't even done sexy either. It was just titties. I don't know. Yeah.
It wasn't even like there wasn't even a like. All right, usually when you put titties in a and then here you go. Or better yet, this movie was egregious on some of the things. They tried to a couple times to make the film sexy, like the pools,
Yeah.
like
And
the
they
hot tub.
failed. Exactly. That girl was so hot, man. Start touching yourself. Something. Nothing.
Nothing.
She just tickled herself a little bit.
Yeah,
Come on.
and then she gets chloroformed. Like
Yeah, like fucking kidnap her when she's in the middle of a nut.
right,
Something.
like something. If you're gonna put it in there, do
Like,
it right.
right.
Like go hard or
Right.
go home. Like
There were teases. They were just let's push the envelope, but not quite do it.
let's use this
That's what it
generic
was.
thing that's in every other horror movie. But then you know what? Now we don't have the balls to do it, so let's just pull out.
No, nope. That's
Like
what
what? Like
yeah.
what? I don't know. Like you had your chance to have your sexy horror movement there, and there were
Yeah, and
lesbians in the film. You could have did something with that.
Oh, hell yeah. Why not?
Hell,
Not a problem with
I'd
that
have
at all.
taken two dudes at this point.
Fuck it. It would have made the movie a little better.
Right,
I mean,
just have
shit.
two dudes just fucking plowing each other, man. That would have at least made the movie somewhat interesting. Fuck.
And then they made Winnie the Pooh like peek on her, so I thought, oh, he's a pervert too.
Right.
This is going somewhere. Nope.
You know what? Here you go. Better yet, when the chick was all tied up at the very end, her face was all fucked up. I couldn't
Yeah.
understand what she was saying. Apparently, Piglet
Me neither.
has been abusing her. I thought Piglet was like
Fucking her.
fucking her,
something.
like raping her. I thought that. Turns out, what he was doing the
Yep.
whole time was eating her face.
Yep.
What the
That's
fuck?
it.
Like what the
That's
fuck?
it.
So much
That's it.
potential on this film.
Yep.
Even though this at best, this movie had potential to be a okay, entertaining, generic horror film, and it failed at that. Like
Yeah, it felt it a lot, unfortunately. A lot.
I didn't, you know
character
how
development, no story development.
you know how bad this
bad.
movie had to be for people. I didn't even know the fucking movie. Like up until you said, "Hey, we're gonna watch," like it was your pick. I didn't even know it came out yet. There was no news I didn't see no news about this film being released.
Yeah, I don't think this movie got the hype in America like it did everywhere else. And
I'm
I don't
glad
think
it didn't.
was big hype anywhere else either.
Like-
It was just, moderate, but here we got nothing. We just,
Usually I will support the indie scene when it's done right.
Yeah, absolutely.
This film was not done right.
It wasn't done right, but it wasn't a bad movie either. Like
I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't
These
given
type
my
of
score
movies-
yet, but it's on the lower end right now.
I'll probably, my scores will probably be higher than yours today.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
These type of movie have a very warm spot in my heart. I don't know why. I don't know. My dad's the same way. He loves these cheesy ass movies. Maybe that's where I got it from.
I
We
need
used to
a
love
thing.
sitting around watching
My
movies.
whole thing with any movie, okay, unless it's okay, if it's a boom boom pow pow action film, no, you know what? Even those have to have at least a generic story,
and-
some kind of
yeah.
story. Even like I won't go in there and go, oh, it had a like. If I go into it knowing it has a very generic story, as long as the movie entertains me, it's cool. But it has to have some kind of story. This movie, zero story.
No. If you're going into this movie for a story, you're not gonna get it.
Like it has
There's
absolutely no story whatsoever. It did in the very beginning for the
the
first
beginning, yep.
15 minutes of the film, and then it was like, you know what? You know what it is? All right, I don't know if your kids do this or not. When your kids were younger, did they ever write stories, but you watched them like start out, and you're like, oh, that's a great beginning of the story, and then they
Yeah,
get
and
to the
then-
middle of the story, and it's completely a whole totally different story.
Yep.
Like they don't know
Yep.
they don't know how to structure the story.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
This was a 15-minute Winnie the Pooh movie. Then it became a slasher.
Then it became
TV
something
show.
else. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Winnie the Pooh movie was the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Another egregious point in the first 15 minutes, right? Or not? No. Was it first 15? Yeah, when they're in the little tree tunnel and they got the fire and Pooh is like trying to like get at them, but they got fire and they're like, "Scoot, get away, right?" And Pooh can't get to him.
yeah.
Why did they drop the fire?
Yeah. No,
The only fucking thing protecting you from Pooh, and you're going to be like,
What?
oh God, fire, put it down. Let's go back to running again. You dumb
That's it, yeah.
fucks.
Let's go back to the generics. Let's run.
This movie
get
actually
caught
made
anyway.
me mad. There's a lot about this movie. It was not a good. As a person who likes, I'm very much into directing and stuff. As a person who enjoys directing and screenwriting and so forth and so on, this movie's insulting.
Yeah, like
And
the producer just didn't care.
I have nothing against simplified slasher films, right? I mean, that's basically what Jason is. That's basically what Michael
Absolutely.
Myers is. They're just mindless fucking slasher films. And I enjoyed them for what they were. They're not my favorite characters. I don't sit there and enjoy. I'm not a Michael Myers fan, but I can sit down and watch a Michael Myers film and be like, okay, it's an okay Michael Myers film.
Right.
This isn't even a good slasher film. All it did was just grab a bunch of shit that was done in other movies, repeat
yeah,
them,
it was
and put
repetitive
Winnie the
kills.
Pooh masks on.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it was.
Bad ones at that too. Because
Very
that was
bad
my biggest problem with the movie.
There was one point in the movie where Pooh's eyes start glowing. Like,
It was one point when he's eating and shit, and there's like boogers coming out of his nose. And
yeah,
shit.
like
Like, what's the point of this? Like, what?
none of it.
Why?
There was no. That's my big gripe. Is there's no point to any of this
and
film.
what was the point? What was the point of having the one scene, right, where Winnie actually shows emotion and you see him cry because he's remembering?
Nothing.
There was no point of
It
that
only
because
happened for about maybe a minute and a half, and then he
And
goes
then-
and then he goes and beats it. That's
and
when he
goes
slaps
and
her
kills
up.
Everybody anyway.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like-
yeah, there was. What was the point of showing some emotion when he had none?
Even
Like,
at the very
I don't-
end, even at the very end, he's sitting there. He's like, please, Winnie, stop, please.
Please don't do
And he's
it,
sitting
don't
there,
do
he's
it,
thinking
yeah.
about it, and all of a sudden, he's just like, nah, and he slits her throat.
Nah, fuck it. This is funner.
Like, what the fuck? And then okay, this is the type of shit you see out of like, a bad marriage that ends in murder, right? He just
Yeah.
sits there and pointlessly starts stabbing her face with a knife. She's already dead.
no reason.
And he's just like,
Dead.
he's just murdering her like a vendetta.
Yeah.
Like, what vendetta do you have with this? I know. Oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now. That whole end scene where she's dying in his arms, They just met an hour ago.
Yeah.
Why is he crying like, oh my God, you killed my lover? Like,
yeah, I understand that there's human emotions, and yeah, you don't.
But those weren't human emotions. I mean, those were killed my lover.
Her, yeah, he was treating her like he should have been treating his girlfriend in the beginning of the movie. If that was her character,
he had less emotion for his girlfriend and was like all that, and he was like, "Oh God, please don't leave me." And he's feeling her face and shit, like, "Oh, please don't leave me." It was like an attempt at an emotional moment in this movie that had absolutely no emotion at all.
And not to mention his emotional acting was terrible.
Fucking horrible.
Just terrible.
I'm not even going to go into the cast. There's nobody in this cast that's worth talking about.
No, nobody's really, recognizable or anything.
I don't like shitting on actors and actresses. I don't. But this movie was subpar when it comes to acting. Like, I just...
Oh, these were bargain actors. They probably found these kids in the street. Like, you want to do a movie? Why not?
Pretty much. Hey, I got some money. I'll pay you like $1,000. Be in my movie.
Yep.
That's all it was.
That's it.
That's all it was. There's no way that people got paid a reasonable amount of money.
No.
Again, I will compare this scenario to Paranormal Activity, but even Paranormal as much as I hate Paranormal Activity and the several Paranormal Activity films that followed.
That's why I think this movie's going to have a second one, because it did so well. Money talks, and that's why they made a whole bunch of Paranormal Activity.
I made a joke earlier.
He made so much money. What's that?
You know what the next is the director's going to do?
What's that?
He's going to make another Disney spin-off horror movie. This time it's going to be about Peter Pan. Right?
Yeah.
Peter comes back, and you know who the bad guy is going to be?
Who's that?
The crocodile.
Yeah, let's go chase this crocodile down a river.
Yeah. You know, the crocodile that takes Hook's hand and shit. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be the bad guy. It's gonna be the crocodile, and it's gonna be Peter coming back. It's gonna be almost the same thing as this, but then what happens is the crocodile is gonna kidnap Peter in the very beginning of the film, and then some girls are gonna come in, and the crocodile's gonna kill a bunch of girls in the film.
Yeah. So you're only gonna see Peter Pan for like the first, couple minutes.
About 10 minutes through the whole film.
Yeah, and the crocodile walks on land and looks like a human.
And you know what? The next one, not only is it going to be 2 hours long, it's also going to be in a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah, boy.
Fuck this movie. Like, oh, man.
It was all right. It was all right.
I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't even gotten to my scores yet, but the ending of this, I've never been relieved by an ending. When the credit, because when he started running away, I was like, oh God, before the credits even happened, I was like, oh please, just tell me they're not going to have a chase scene. Tell me this is the end. And then the credits finally, and I was like, thank you, just fucking thank you. Like, I'm done with this fucking flaming pile of what the fuck. It's not, by no means, this is not the worst movie I've ever seen. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to dunk on this movie, but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen.
If there is a 2, I'm watching.
This is going to be up there with Scream, where that's going to be an off-camera watch.
Yeah, Scream's definitely going to be an off-camera watch.
Yeah, no, that new one, fucking bullshit. Goodness.
I can't trust the franchise anymore.
It made me even question my own like in horror.
Right?
I would rather watch Killer Tomatoes from Outer Space.
Which they should make another one.
Or do you know what? That fucking... Oh, God, I swear. I hope this movie never comes out. I seen one of the movies you fucking pitched.
Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, apparently...
Which one am I talking about?
Please tell me you're talking about the pancake
Yes, film. I'm talking about the pancake film. I hope that film never gets made.
It's coming out. Don't know when, but
man. I hope it comes out after we're done this series.
Is done.
I'll let that one be your watch, because that movie, I want to punch myself in the asshole just for thinking about that movie right now.
If that comes out during the Grimm Tales 3rd season, God,
I'm gonna have to sit here. I will actually punch myself in the dick on screen if I have to watch that film.
Yeah.
Quote that shit. Killer Pancakes. God damn it, that's up there with the Killer Tomatoes and the Killer Vagina movies.
The Killer Vagina movie was good, though.
That was
picking a sexy girl, though. But.
The Killer Vagina movie was more entertaining than this fucking movie we watched.
Yeah. Well,
at least I got something out of it. Fuck. But with that said, we're going to get into the most anticipated part of this fucking episode, the actual scoring. Because, god damn, this fucking... Oh, man, this film. All right.
I'm a professional movie picker. That's
Like,
right.
do you have hemorrhoids after shitting this film out?
Little itch.
God damn! This would make my asshole burn. So, moving on to the ratings. Of course, anyone who is a new person. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna make this clear. We were so busy bitching about this movie. This movie was actually a box office success, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, 5.2 million sounds like a success from 100 grand.
Yeah, like that makes me very angry. But
Monetarily wise, it was definitely a success.
yeah, and this guy's laughing his way to the whole fucking bank. I hope you know that.
To the bank, yep.
So, going into this, we do our scores for all the new people. I won't go too far into detail because this is season 2, and by now you should just know. We do our scoring. We have four score panels, and then we have 2 additional score panels. We have our score panels on acting, story, gore, and production, and then we have our secondary ones, which is the woke meter, and then we have our overall score. So,
Yeah, we do.
with that said, we will move over here to VC like we usually do. What do you give the acting in this film?
It's a solid 1.
Okay.
That was one of my biggest pet peeves about the movie, that the acting was just extremely poor. Unfortunately, extremely poor. Bargain bin actors.
I absolutely agree with you on that one, and I absolutely
Yeah.
still give it a 1. I couldn't give it a pile. I wanted to so bad, but it wasn't that bad.
No.
But it was
not
bad enough to
bad.
get a 1.
Believe it or not, Christopher Robbins was my worst actor. Or just his crying was terrible. His pain cries were unbelievable.
Every bit of acting in this film was bad to me.
Yeah.
It's a solid 1. It wasn't the worst acting I ever seen, hence the reason why I couldn't give it a pile. But man, did I want to. But I had to think about it, and I was like, you know what? I don't think it deserves a pile, but it definitely deserves a 1. Absolutely, it definitely earned that 1 spot.
Yeah. It wasn't nausea-inducing, but it was
Close.
close enough.
Moving on to the story of this film. What do you give the story of this film?
I'm going to give it a 2 simply because the whole Winnie the Pooh was involved in it, but then the rest just became a generic. There was no story, basically, except the first 15 minutes, like you mentioned. So I keep it 2. I give it a 2.
Okay, so you give it a 2. So still below average.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to give it the first pile of this. I'm gonna give it a pile. I'm gonna give it a pile. It's got a pile. I thought long and hard on this one, and you know the reason why it's earned a pile for the story?
What's that?
Because I was tricked into this movie. I thought this was going to be a Winnie the Pooh kind of horror movie, and it was a stupid, mindless slasher with people in Winnie the Pooh masks.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no story whatsoever. I didn't give a shit about any of the characters, which I should have gave some kind of shit about the main dude.
You should always give care, but no,
none.
They didn't give you.
I wasn't rooting for anybody. Hell, I wasn't even rooting for Winnie. Or Winnie the Pooh. I wasn't even rooting for him. Let me vote for the bad guy at least, but I didn't even give a shit about them.
No,
fuck.
Winnie the Pooh did a whole bunch of boring kills.
Yeah. So no, yeah, that's getting a pile for me on that one. Moving on, we're going to go into the gore score. What do you give the gore score for this film?
I'm gonna give the gore. I mean, it was what I expected. Believe it or not, I'm gonna give it a 3. It wasn't bad, but it was rerun. You know what? It's been done before.
Okay.
Were they executed good? Yeah, but it was all practical. You know, it was all practical gore.
No, actually, ironically enough, I do agree with you. I actually have another 3. I have a 3 down for this one as well. Yeah. So yeah,
It deserves it.
There was okay. I don't know. The fucking tire one was entertaining.
Entertaining. I think when she started going through the meat grinder, there was definitely blood.
Yeah, there was that. The sledgehammer scene was fucking garbage. Why didn't you just bash her fucking head in or something? you're gonna hit her in a pool. Like everything about that scene really made me angry.
The knife through the mouth.
The mouth, the machete. Yeah, like Michael Myers has been pinning people to the wall with machetes for years.
Yep.
Like,
and he does a better job at it.
He does it, but at least he does it fast. He goes, and you're stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
They were all slow and tried to make it methodical, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Moving on from there, we have the production. What do you give the production of this film?
The production, I'm gonna give it a solid 3. It wasn't bad production. It was to be expected for a B movie. The scenes were nice. The sound was good. The soundtrack could have been better, but it is what it is. They used generic music. There was nothing special. Yeah.
For the budget of $100,000, I will give it a 3.5.
Okay,
I wasn't blown away by the production. The masks were shit. But they were animatronic masks, so I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just had big rubber masks, and that would have been whatever. But at least they were somewhat animatronic. So fair enough.
His mouth moved a little bit. While
the necks were so disproportionate from the bodies. Like
they were. They really were.
Like you knew they were masks. They weren't. They didn't go out of their way to make them not masks. Like So but. $100,000. Hey, you get what you pay for.
I think it would have been better if they would have gone with makeup. I really do think so, and prosthetics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, prosthetics. But yeah. You know what I was waiting for the whole time?
Yeah.
I was waiting for Pooh to talk.
Because
at least once. That they stopped talking. You know why? You know why? I know I know this. I'm going to call this, and this has to do with the production, so this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know the reason why and it's a cheeky little trick that they did. The reason why they put in the story that they stopped talking and went mute was because there's no fucking way that an actor could talk through those animatronic heads.
Yeah,
there's no way.
It was a cheap way to not have to do it.
Exactly. They just wrote it off like, hey, they don't talk anymore, and they were like, okay, budget. Well, we just covered that part of the budget.
We don't have to fuck with that.
Nope,
we're good.
Completely fucking. Yep. I'm like, all right. I know. That was absolutely that was a budget trick. That was what that was.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to the second to last category scoring, the woke meter of the film. What do you give?
Like I said earlier, I didn't find too much woke. There were 2 lesbian girls, but that's okay. I mean, they didn't push that agenda on us, so I'm just gonna stick with it. It was in the movie, but it wasn't pushed in the movie.
Well, that's the thing. I don't care if there's there could have been there could have been a gay couple in the movie. I wouldn't have have bothered me. That's not woke to me. But now, if they would have purposely made the whole movie about reminding you that there was a gay couple in the movie, then that would have been woke.
A problem.
I don't care that there's a gay couple in the movie. I mean, fuck, there's gay people in real life, obviously, right? That's that exists. So obviously, if you're gonna have a gay couple in the movie, I mean, that's no different than real life. But if through the whole movie, if you're like, hey, a bunch of people are getting murdered, but just so you remember, there's a gay couple over here.
Yeah, they're gay.
That would have been woke because they were trying to make sure you remember. Yeah. Like you don't need to even you don't need to emphasize that just as much as you don't need to emphasize that they're straight.
Yeah.
That serves the story in no way.
I think they did. I think they did a flawless job in that department where they didn't even mention the word gays or lesbian.
No.
They just emphasized it. That's all.
Sure, there was a lesbian couple in there, and that's all it was. And I was like, nobody. It was normal, which it should be, right? It's a normal thing, so it shouldn't matter. So yeah, I give it a low score of 1. The lowest possible score you can give it and that's a good thing for the woke meter. That's the opposite. That's the opposite of every other thing. That the lower the better. So yeah, I give it a 1 on that one. So now, moving over to the grand old overall for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. What do you give the overall score of this film?
The overall to me is going to be a 6. Let me tell you why. I gave it a 3 for the gore. You know, it was I pretty much I went into this movie expecting exactly what I got. I got no more, no less. And honestly, what pissed me off the most was the story.
Okay,
that's it. Yeah, so I give it a 6.
Okay, well, fair enough. I'm not giving it a 6.
I knew. Technically, I knew this was going to be a good cheesy movie, and that's what it turned out to be to me.
I was expecting it to be a cheesy movie.
Mm-hmm.
but not a dumpster fire cheesy movie. I went into it with low expectations, and it actually proceeded to get lower than my expectations.
Okay.
So, as much as I want it so bad. You have no idea how bad I wanted to give this movie a noble pile.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Okay.
No, it did not get the noble pile because I didn't feel it deserved the noble pile. I wanted to just out of anger and spite so bad, but I stayed. I want people to understand the professionalism that I have here. Okay.
Yeah.
Because yes, just out of spite, I wanted to give this film a noble pile, but I did not. I gave this film a fucking 2.
Okay, I mean,
because it was a bad fucking movie.
How you felt.
It wasn't as bad as Red Snow. It wasn't as bad as Big Top Evil. No, Scream was better than this film.
Actually, well, yeah, I was gonna say because at least Big Top Evil did have character development a little bit.
No, fuck Big Top Evil. That movie made me mad. Fuck that movie. Everything about, even the production was like a pile. Like everything about that movie was fucking bad. That movie, that and Red Snow were like the worst movies we did last season 1.
Production was definitely worse than this one. Yeah.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
I think me taking a shit on a camera for 2 hours would have been better production than than Big Top Evil. Like the people who did the audio editing couldn't even do their fucking job. You heard cars driving by when there wasn't no cars driving by.
Yeah.
That movie was bad. Like they were adding sound effects in the movie that didn't even belong in there.
They probably weren't even sound effects. They were just background noise.
No, it wasn't even background noise. They were like, yo, we need to put atmosphere in the movie. So they just got like the biggest stock fucking atmosphere sounds you could and put it in that film. Bad movie. Yeah. You guys want to find that out? Go watch it. That's on season 1. I will not go back to that movie. That's up there with fucking Red Snow. They can watch the fucking thing on none of those movies made it to our top 10. Okay, none of them. To be honest with you, I honestly hope, and I don't know because you gave it a 6, I gave it a 2. There is going to be a middle ground here. I don't know what the rest of the series is going to look like. I honestly hope this doesn't make the top 10. I hope it doesn't. If this makes the top 10, that means there's some really shitty movies this season.
Yeah, I definitely do hope we get better movies, but this one was, for me, an expected, dumpster fire. It was what I expected.
It proceeded to get worse than my expectations. That's why I had to give it.
It didn't underserve me, but it also didn't overserve. Like it wasn't more than I expected. Definitely wasn't. It was exactly what I expected.
To say that my expectations were super low, and then the film proceeded to underwhelm my expectations that were already low. Like I've never had that happen before. If I usually go into a movie, like here you go, Terrifier, the first one. I went into that film with very low expectations.
Yeah,
and the movie surpassed my expectations. Was it a great movie production-wise? No, it was a very B movie. The kill scenes were great, right? But it was a very B movie. The acting wasn't phenomenal, other than art. Art was amazing. The second one, on the other hand, hence the reason why that made our list. The second one was phenomenal. I'm waiting for the third one because I think the third one, production-wise, is going to be even better than the second one because they got a lot more money.
They got much more money, yeah.
But I went into that movie, even Mandy. I went into Mandy with fucking super low expectations, and that movie did better than my expectations, right? It did. It wasn't a horrible movie. It wasn't a great movie either. But it was better than my expectations. This movie is the first time I've ever went into a movie looking at it and going, all right, this movie's going to be shit. And then expecting it to be shit. And there's like, oh my God, this is worse than shit.
You're right. What could be worse than shit? I thought
Red Snow.
I thought this was one of those, if you would take a turd and perfume it really well, maybe that's what this was.
Sure. It was a very well dressed up turd. The thing about Red Snow is Red Snow I knew was going to be a fucking really bad movie going into it. Like just by the trailer, I was like, I'm going to hate every minute of this. And I did. I got exactly what I expected. I hated every minute of that movie. It was bad. So I wasn't disappointed because, I knew it was going to be a shit movie and I got exactly a shit movie. This movie.
That's how I feel about this one. I went into this one exactly. I came out with exactly what I thought this movie was
I
going to
thought
be.
it was going to be more entertaining than it was. Especially within the first 15 minutes, I thought I was at least going to get a fun horror movie based off of Winnie the Pooh, and it wasn't. It was very, very loose. You know, it was false advertisement. It was a very, here you go. I'm going to put it like this. It was a extremely generic slasher film
It
with
was
the Winnie the Pooh title.
Yeah, it was ingenious for the production crew. I mean, they had a great idea.
I think they should be
Winnie the
sued.
Pooh in this. And let's sell a whole bunch of tickets, and they succeeded.
I think false advertisement. I think they need to be sued for false advertisement. This is the most egregious form of false advertisement. Hey, we're making a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh, but really what we're making is we're making a horror movie about some rednecks in the woods, but they happen to have Winnie the Pooh heads. Like,
Yep, and not good ones at that.
None. But that is the show, guys. That is it. Fucking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I've been mildly dreading this film for 2 years, and it is what it is.
I definitely say wait for it to come out.
Watch this on a streaming service, please. If
Watch
one that you
streaming.
already have.
I bought this in a bargain, but I still want my money back. So
I'm glad I didn't rent this one because we'd be fighting. Like the fuck did you make me pick, man?
Shit.
Like, this movie,
Yeah,
this is my egregious one. So far, as of the time of this recording, this is the episode that made me mad. I don't know if anything else is going to make me mad, if it already has or what, I don't know. But this is the movie so far out of the recordings that we've done that have absolutely made my dick shrink.
You know, it's funny because I should have known. Because if a movie just came out and you can buy it because I bought it for just $5. You know it's not going to be the best movie.
No, this movie should have went straight to streaming. This movie should have went to like Shudder or something.
Not even being sold.
No.
But it was okay, guys. I definitely recommend watching it. I definitely
sure.
Do,
If it's sitting around and you have absolutely nothing to watch, and you're like, man, I need something to watch. Go ahead, watch it on Netflix. Watch it on fucking Hulu. Watch it on whatever if you have them, right?
Yeah.
But if you have to rent this movie, rent at your own risk. I will not recommend a rent. I won't. No money spent on this fucking film at all. They've already made enough. $5.2 million. The motherfucker got his bank. He doesn't need no more money. That movie made way more than it should.
This is what we do for you guys. We torture ourselves and our wallets.
This movie, I have hemorrhoids.
He has bumps coming out of his balls.
I have bumps coming out of my asshole right now because of this movie.
Yep. It wasn't that bad.
Like,
all right.
I had a stomach ache earlier, went and sat down, watched this movie, and then had to go throw up. This movie's fucking shit. Like, I didn't think here's the thing. I didn't think I was going to hate this movie. I didn't think. I thought I was just going to be like, yeah, it's a shitty movie and be done with it, right? No, I absolutely just don't like this movie. I don't. Like, this movie makes me mad. It's insulting. I just,
Well, you feel cheated. You feel cheated
I do.
because, Winnie the Pooh, and all that.
It's not even that. Like, there was potential here for it to be at least an entertaining movie, right? And not a good movie by any means, but it had potential to be entertaining. And this is what you did with it? Like, this is like, you know what? I expect this shit from Disney. Like,
I got what I expected. I'm happy.
I expect Disney to treat me this way.
Yeah, and they've been treating us that way.
Sure.
A lot.
Absolutely. Every fucking thing that Disney comes out with is shit anymore. But but here's the thing. I expect Disney to do that. I know Disney treats me like a dirty whore. I know that.
They're known now for that shit.
Yeah. This
what Disney
had potential to strike back. No, but here's the thing. This could have been, this could have been the anti-Disney movie. Hey, stick the middle finger up like, fuck you, Disney. We made a horror movie out of one of your things. And it's, you know what? It's not even worth using it. I won't even ever use this as look, Disney, someone made something out of, no, I won't. Other than this show, I hope I don't have to talk about this. I really hope this doesn't make our top 10 list because I don't want to talk about this film again.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, man.
Gotta wait to the end, guys.
19 films in total. 19 films in total. Hopefully this one does not make it to our top 10, guys. But yes, that was tonight's show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it on this lovely Friday evening.
Yeah, buddy. Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your weekend, of course, as always. Don't watch this movie.
Go watch this movie.
Fucking
don't pay for it, but just go watch it.
God, oh God, it's gonna change your life if you watch it though. Like, oh fuck, I'm never the same.
Don't blame me for it.
I'm not. This is an hour and a half of my life that I'm never getting back.
No, you're never getting it back. No.
I would have rather have jerked off.
Well, that's all.
Dry.
That's better than the movie.
Dry
with
sandpaper.
Oh no.
And then rub fucking Dawn soap afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Raw fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, raw fucking dogging it.
That's how this.
Nice.
I would fuck a lawnmower before I watch this movie ever again.
Oh.
Like this movie, I hate this movie.
That would have made a better scene, a better kill scene.
It would have.
At least
it would have. Like, I'd rather get kicked in the nuts by a horse.
Oh, dude, you would lose your nuts.
I would. I would have. They would be gone. The horse would kick them off. But
it would disintegrate under the weight.
But that still would have been a better outcome than this movie for me.
Jesus.
This movie. I wanted to give this movie a pile so bad, but I'm emphasizing. You see how much I dislike this movie, but I do believe it doesn't deserve a pile. I wanted to, just out of spite. I wanted to give it a fucking pile, though.
It doesn't deserve a pile.
It doesn't. It doesn't deserve a pile. It doesn't. But I wanted to give it a pile just out of spite. So I just want you guys to realize my level of professionalism that I'm having right now, because I hate this movie.
I do say this: I don't ever want to see Winnie joyful form that he used to be. If he does continue, keep him as a killer.
No, I don't know. I don't want to see Winnie the Pooh ever again. This has not only ruined the movie possibilities of Winnie the Pooh. I don't want to see that. I used to love Eeyore, man. I had a big old stuffed animal Eeyore. Fuck Eeyore. Yeah. They killed Eeyore. They ate that motherfucker.
They ate that. Yep. Well, what was he? He's like a donkey, right?
Yeah. He's a donkey he got the tail pegged on with a fucking thumbtack or whatever. They killed my boy. Didn't even show it on screen. That would have been a better kill. Like fuck, man. But yeah, that is the Grimm Tales podcast for this week, guys.
That's a wrap.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. God damn. I'm done. But yeah, make sure, check it out. This is what we do every fucking Friday, 12 p.m. EST, for the time being, our 20 episodes that we do. Hopefully you're enjoying our series so far. Hopefully you continue to watch, and hopefully you stay around for the top 10 final episode. And we also have some other stuff that we have, I won't announce in this episode, because I don't want to yet. But there's a lot of stuff Grimm Tales related. We also have Attacking the Topic. We also have game nights with Gabri, myself. Okay. So if you like the gaming variety, there's that. There's also a lot of pre-recorded on-demand gaming content as well. So if you want to check that out, the network make sure to go over to Noble GI for our listeners, all you guys, listeners and viewers alike. NobleGI.com, NOBULLGI.com has everything you need. Has it all, guys. And it's continuously growing, okay? So you'll find every episode of everything that we've ever done, whether it's game-related, podcast-related, or just talk show-related. We have merchandise for all kinds of stuff over there. Go get yourself some merch. Attacking the Topic, Grimm Tales, all kinds of shit. Full schedule is up there. All live performances up there. Everything you need to know is up there, guys. So make sure, again, NobleGI.com. And make sure, check out all of our other shows that we do, guys, okay? I have Sundays. So make sure to check all that out. And then, of course, you can check me and VC Lauren for every Thursday, 7:55 p.m. EST for Attacking the Topic. And no topic is safe.
None at all.
But that is our show, guys. We get the fuck out of here. Yeah?
Enjoy your weekend, guys.
And we will see you when we see you.
Peace.
Peace out, peeps.
Human rights, common sense, nothing will be left to say. Irresponsible, arbitrary laws. of the gods.